Hi everyone, I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher here on Verbling. I'm from the United States, and I'm one of many English teachers, right? Verbling has classes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So wherever you are in the world and whatever your English level is, you can find a class that suits you. Today's class is for intermediate learners, and we'll essentially be playing some speaking games. And the idea is that we want to move quickly, right? These are going to be a bit competitive, and we're really just going to try to have fun and speak a lot. Okay. Leonardo, hello. Leonardo? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm not sure. I can't hear you, so. All right. Arthur? Or Arthur? I don't know how you say your name.
Yes, Arthur.
Arthur. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Where are you calling from?
From Uzbekistan.
From Uzbekistan. How interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool. And Arthur, how long have you been studying English
On Verblink or
in general?
in general? Well, many years.
Many years. Okay. And what about on Verbling?
About 1 month.
A month. Okay,
I
great.
just need some speaking practice.
Perfect. Well, that's what you'll get today. So I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay. David, hi.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Good. I'm doing very well, thank you. Remind me again of where you are calling from.
Brazil.
In Brazil. Okay, that's right. Great. Well, I'm glad to have you back.
Thanks.
All right, and we have Leonardo. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. I couldn't hear you before. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm good, thank you.
Great. And Poom, I've met before also. How are you?
Yes, I'm great. Thank you, teacher. And you? How are you doing?
Doing well. Doing well. And hi, Rodrigo.
Hi,
Uh,
Hi. How's it going?
fine, thank you. How
Good.
about you?
Doing well. Doing well. Okay. So today is all about speaking practice, right? And hopefully we'll have some fun while we practice English. Because today will be a little bit competitive, and we'll essentially be playing games in class to practice our speaking. So I'll give you an overview of the class. The first thing we'll be doing will test your vocabulary and your spelling. Okay, and then we'll be playing a game that tests your vocabulary related to verbs, so verbs from different categories. And then finally, depending on how much time we have, we'll end with a game that is it kind of encompasses a lot of things. It's sort of all over, a little bit of trivia, a little bit of grammar, a little bit of vocabulary, so it's kind of a mixed bag. Okay, so any questions before I explain the first game? All right, so as I said, this one tests your spelling and your vocabulary. The way it works is I will ask one student how to spell a word, any word that I choose. That student will then have to spell the word correctly, and if he or she spells the word correctly, he must then think of a word that begins with the last letter of the word that I said. And then the following student will have to spell that word that his classmate has come up with. And so it's kind of like a chain where you're thinking of words, your classmate has to spell them, and then your classmate will have to come up with another word based on the last letter of the word he or she had to spell. Okay, I know it sounds a bit complicated, Questions? Was that confusing?
Never did before. Yeah.
Sorry? Excuse me. What'd you say, Leonardo?
No, I never did before.
Okay, no, that's okay. Yeah, that's the idea. So, did you understand the directions, everyone? Or was it confusing?
Little bit.
A little
clear.
bit. Okay. So I think it'll be clearer as we go along. So,
Yes.
all right. Artur, I'm going to start with you. Okay? You
Okay.
will be the first victim. So the way it works is I'm going to give you a word. You must spell that word correctly, and then think of another word that begins with the last letter of my word. And then David will have to spell that word, your word, okay? And so if at
Okay.
any point you can't think of a word or you spell your word incorrectly, you're out. Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. The first word is, for Arthur, is dictionary.
Okay.
And no using Google.
Yeah, no. So Dictionary.
Good. And now a word that begins with the last letter of dictionary.
Yacht.
What was that?
Large boat. That's large boat. Yacht.
The what?
Yacht. No?
Yacht.
Yacht.
Ah, the large boat. A yacht. Yacht. Okay, very good. It's pronounced yacht. Okay, David, that's your word to spell.
YATCH.
No, not quite.
No, I'm out.
Okay,
I'm
so David's out.
sad.
No worries.
Okay.
Go quickly. Okay, so Leonardo, you get to try. The
Yeah.
word is yacht.
A I D C
Again?
uh,
So the word is yacht, the big boat.
E A T C Ch.
Okay, almost, but not quite.
Okay.
So, all right, Leonardo's out too. Boom.
Um, YA. Ah, can you pronounce it again, please?
Yacht.
Yacht. Just.
But it's not spelled the way it sounds.
Yacht. 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 Um, CH.
No. Okay, so Artur might be the winner. Rodrigo, you're our last hope.
YACHT.
Good. Okay, good. So Rodrigo got it. So now it's between Artur and Rodrigo. So, Rodrigo, you must come up with a word that starts with the last letter of yacht.
Throughout.
Okay, good. Artur, that's your word.
Okay. THROUGHOUT.
Good. Okay, so, and now a word that begins with the last letter.
T. Um, Tears.
Tears.
Tears. Yeah.
Okay. Rodrigo.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the word?
Tears.
Tears, like when you cry?
Tears.
Okay, good. Rodrigo, a word.
Suit.
Sorry?
Suit.
Suit.
Good. A word with T.
Transparent.
Good word. Okay. Rodrigo, transparent.
Transparent.
No, not quite. Okay, so Artur is our first winner. Transparent is ENT. ENT, but very close. Okay, let's do another round. Another round. So very good, Artur. You really stumped people with yacht. Okay, so the next one. Let's go the other way. So Rodrigo, you'll go first, and then Poom, and then Leonardo, then David, then Artur. Okay?
Okay.
The
Any
word
word?
the word is jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Good. And a word?
Hi.
Hi.
Poom?
H-I-G-H.
What's that?
Hi. H-I-G-H.
Okay, yeah, H-I-G-H. Good. Okay, and a word?
H again. Is um, hurricane.
Hurricane. Good. Leonardo.
Hurricane.
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 Very close, but not quite. You almost got it. David, hurricane.
Hurricane.
Excellent. Good. So Leonardo, you were very close, but not quite.
Yeah.
Okay, so David, a word.
Elementary.
Elementary. Okay, good.
Okay. Elementary.
No, not quite.
Oh,
Okay, so the unstoppable Arthur is out this time. Okay, one letter was wrong only.
okay.
All right, so Rodrigo, elementary.
Elementary.
Perfect. I think you, Arthur, you had an
Yep.
A where there should have been
Yep.
a third E, but very close. Okay, so Rodrigo, another word.
Yard.
Yard.
Yacht. Y-A-R-D.
Good. A word?
Um, um, uh, dictator.
Okay, dictator. David.
Dictator.
Good. And your word?
Ruthless.
Ruthless.
Yes.
Okay, a difficult one for Rodrigo. Ruthless.
Roughless.
No, not quite. Poom, ruthless.
Root. Rootless.
Ruthless.
Root. Rootless.
No. Okay, so David is the winner. That was a very difficult word. It's spelled like this. Ruthless. Ruthless. And David, do you know what this means?
No.
No
In
mercy.
truth,
Without mercy.
I know, no mercy. Yeah, exactly. So David was ruthless in this round of the game, right? He showed no mercy and gave them a very difficult word. Okay, so a perfect example of ruthless. All right. Okay, we're going to do one more, and this time it's going to be a bit more difficult because all of the words must come from the same category. Okay, so all of the words must come from a specific category. And that category is, let's say, food for the first one. Food. Okay? So, Leonardo, you can start this time. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Lemon. Lemon.
Good. Let's see. Whom?
Is fruit or food?
Food. Food.
Food. Food. Lemon. Eh, Lemon.
Perfect.
And N noodle.
Noodle. Good. Rodrigo, noodle.
Nuddle.
No, not quite. Arthur.
Hmm. Noodle.
Perfect. And another food.
Hmm. Well, edible.
What's that?
Edible. That's relevant to food.
It's relevant to food, but it has to be a food.
Okay. Um. That's hard.
It's hard. Any food or drink. It can be a drink. Something, I'll give you a hint. Something you eat for breakfast.
Egg.
Good. Okay, David. David, egg.
EGG,
Perfect. And another food.
guacamole,
Good. Guacamole. Very good. Leonardo.
What is the word?
Guacamole. It's made from avocado and you eat it with Mexican food.
Guacamole. Okay. Guacamole.
Not quite. Okay. So, was that the first time you have heard of guacamole?
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell. Guacamole is delicious. You should try it. Okay.
Ah.
Okay, so unfortunately, Leonardo, you're out because of guacamole. Boom. Let's see. Boom, guacamole.
Guacamole. Guacamole. Gua. G-U-A. Ca. C. C-A. Mo. M-O. Lay. Lay. L. E.
Yes, perfect. Very good. Okay, very good sounding out the word to get the answer. Okay, excellent. So you're saved. And now we need another word that starts with E.
E. Mm, E. E. E.
can think of a purple vegetable.
Purple vegetable. I don't know. Egg.
Egg we already did.
Oh, oh, Jojo. Mm, um, Buddha. E-
Can we eat an elephant?
No, I don't think anyone eats elephant. Okay, I'm giving you 15 seconds. Boom.
Okay. L, L, L.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Poom is out. So who's still in? Arthur and David, right? Both of you are still in the game? Is that correct?
Yes, I'm in the game.
David, you too, right? Yeah. Okay. So Arthur, the word for you is eggplant.
Okay.
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Mhm.
Eggplant.
PLA what?
Plant.
Good. Okay. And an eggplant, that's what I was talking about, Poom. It's a purple vegetable. Like this. Okay. All right. It's a very specific word, though. Okay. Arthur, so the next word for David.
Okay. Tabasco.
Good. Tabasco. David?
Gobasco.
Good. And a word for Arthur. With O.
Yeah. Olive.
Good.
Olive. E?
Okay. And another
Wow.
E word.
Uh, Eyeball.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll count it. It counts. People eat them, right? All right, David. Eyeball.
Eyeball.
Not quite. Okay, Arthur is
AW.
again. Eyeball.
Ball
Right?
like a ball.
All like
Okay.
Like
yeah,
tennis ball.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So an eyeball. So people actually do eat those, right? I
Yeah.
know people eat like squid eyes and things like that. Freaks me out. Okay, good. Very good work with that. Good spelling. All right, now this is going to test how quickly you can think on your feet. Okay, and now we're going to focus on verbs. So, uh, I will give you a category, and I need you to think of 5 verbs related to that category. Okay? So, and whoever comes up with 5 verbs related to that category the most quickly will get a point. And once we go through all of the categories, whoever has the most points will win. Questions?
No? Should
Okay.
we type them?
Yeah, you can type them, and whoever types, once you have 5, press enter, and we will, and we'll stop and go over them. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So the first category, I want 5 verbs related to cooking. Okay, Arthur. Cook, eat, smell, prepare, cool down, and heat up. Good. And you get extra points because you used phrasal verbs. Cool down and heat up. Okay, good. David, let's see yours. Boil, bake. What is nake? Nuke. Okay,
Sorry,
good.
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. No problem. Okay, good. Boom. Cook, boil, stir, slice. All good. Cut, bake, mix, drain, boil. Okay, let's say. Okay, so Arturo, you get the point on this one, right? Because you were the fastest, but everyone else, good verbs. All of those are correct. One thing though, David, peel is spelled with 2 E's. Okay, so 1 point for Artur.
Okay.
All right, next category. I want 5 verbs related to working. Okay, so Poom has it this time. Work. No, work doesn't count. Think of another one. Work doesn't count. Hire, wake up, go on vacation, have a meeting, present, report. Okay, I'll accept it. A better thing would be get tired, but since you had extra,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so 2 points for Artur. Everyone else, you have to catch up, right? Okay. The next category, I want 5 verbs. Let's see, Rodrigo. To write, to count, to think, to report. All good. All good verbs. Okay. And Poom, yours were 2, except work was cheating. Work didn't count. Okay. Next, 5 verbs related to summer.
Some
Verbs. Right.
Verbs. One is more difficult, I see. Also think about places you go in the okay, Rodrigo. Swim, go camping, sunbathe, run, play. Excellent. Okay, one thing though, it still counts, but bathe has an E at the end. Lay on the beach, swim, dive, sunbathe, good. Okay, so this point is for Rodrigo. Make sure you're keeping track so we can see who wins at the end. Swim, have a rest, take a sunbath, go hiking, dive. All good. Okay, very good, students. All right, we'll do a few more categories. I want 5 verbs to tan. Good. Jocelyn. Okay, great. 5 verbs related to school. All right, Arthur. Study, take an exam, prepare for a lesson, learn, write an essay. Okay? Good. Good. Another point for Arthur. Okay. Your homework, right? Copy. Okay, copy. I hope copy isn't in there, but fair enough. Learn and think. Okay, those are all good also. Write, cheat, erase, study, dating. Okay. Good. All right, so another point for Arthur. Okay, everyone has to catch up to Arthur. He has 3 points already. Okay, the next category. Give me 5 verbs related to winter. Okay, Arthur. Ski, warm up, freeze, make a snowball, celebrate holidays. Good. Another point for you, Arthur. Okay, let's see. Freezing, snowing, icing over, to cover, warm up. Okay, all good also. Go snowboarding, wear one thing, boom. It's wear a sweater. Sweater, like this. Good. And build a fire. Okay, good. All right. Next category. This one might be difficult. 5 verbs related to gardening. 5 verbs related to gardening. So working in the garden. Okay. Pour, dig, grow, harvest, and seed. Seed is a noun. Is
Okay.
the problem, Arthur. Let's see, Rodrigo. Plant, clean, trim, sit, and burn. Justify sit. Why would sitting be important for gardening? Rodrigo? Rodrigo, can you hear me?
Oh, they said
Okay, so tell me why sitting like sitting in a chair, you mean?
they are resting.
When they're resting. Okay, no, I'm not counting that. Let's see. To seed. No, to seed. Seed is a noun. All right, to cultivate. Good. Okay, Arthur gets it again. to cultivate. So yeah, seed. So all the other ones, Poom, were good. To plant, to water, to dig, to mow. Does everyone know what it means to mow? Like to mow the lawn?
No.
It's when you cut the grass. When you cut the grass in your lawn, we call that mowing the lawn.
Okay.
Great. Okay, good. And cultivate. That's very good. And to harvest. What does it mean to harvest?
To gather
Yeah, it's when
the
you
wrong
gather
things.
the crops. Great. Okay, excellent. Okay, we'll do one more. The last one, the last category is 5 verbs related to technology. Invent, create, build, program, run. Good. Very good. Okay, excellent. Compute, combine, replicate, decrypt, and prove. Okay, also very good verbs. Let's actually look at some of these. Rodrigo, one thing. So that's your point. Create goes with an E at the end. But otherwise, good. Okay, so what does it mean to, when do we use the verb to run when we're talking about technology?
You run something like a program.
Good, yeah, to run means to like activate, right? To
Yes.
open on your computer.
Yes.
Good. And Artur, you use some interesting and some sophisticated verbs. So to compute means what?
I'll almost calculate, but
Yeah, it's a synonym for to calculate. Very good. Combine is good. To replicate?
yeah, like to make the same thing.
Yeah, to make a copy.
Yeah.
What about to decrypt?
To decipher
To decipher, okay.
the code. Yeah.
Decode, yeah, that's good. And to prove, we know. Okay, excellent. Good. All right, any questions about this before we move on to our final game? Okay, so for the last game, have any of you been in, I just want to make sure, have any of you played the game Would You Rather with me?
No.
No.
No one, right? Okay, perfect. So what you need to do is I will show you a series of choices between 2 options. Okay, and this one is more of a speaking game, so you'll have a chance to say more than just the word, right? I want you justifying your opinions, being creative and imaginative, etc. So I'm going to give you a choice between 2 options. Sometimes there will be 2 good options, and sometimes there'll be 2 bad options. And I just want to start a discussion based on these options, and for you to tell me which one you would prefer to do and why. Okay? So the first one is, would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible, and why?
Who will?
Whoever wants to start can start.
Okay. I would rather be invisible.
Okay? Tell me why.
Because there's sometimes that I just want to hide. I just want to. No one can see me. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, good. You could hide very easily, and you could have private time wherever you were.
Yes.
Okay? Other thoughts?
Well, it looks like being visible is like you are invisible all the time. It's
No.
not like be able to be invisible or something like that.
Be able to be invisible.
Yeah, so I would rather be able to fly because I can walk and I can fly.
Okay.
So it's like more options.
It's more options. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Any other thoughts? Okay, no
Be
problem.
able to invisible.
Tell me why.
Yeah, because invisible. I think when I'm invisible, I when I want to fly, I just walk into an airplane and just going anywhere I want. Yes, I can do everything.
Good. Yeah, that's a good point, right? You would never have to pay for an airplane ticket, for example. Great. Okay, I like that, Poom. That's interesting. Okay, the next question. Would you rather be talented at all musical instruments or be talented at all sports?
I would rather to be talented at all sports
Because?
because I like sports and sports pays well.
Okay.
Well, I would rather be talented at musical instruments because when you are talented at sports, then age matters. When you are about 40, then it doesn't matter how talented you are, you will be beaten by
You will
youngsters.
be beaten with an
Yeah,
N. You will be
yeah,
beaten. Okay, that's a good point. So you're saying music is more timeless.
yeah. You can play even at older age.
Hmm. Okay, other thoughts? David, Poom?
Mm, I want to be talented at all musical instruments. Because I don't know why.
Just seems better. You just prefer it. That's okay. All right, good. And you, David?
I would rather to be talented in sports because it's more healthy.
It's healthier. Okay,
Yeah.
good. And one thing, it's I would rather be. So we never use the to after rather. I would rather be.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
For that structure. Okay, very good. So it's healthier. You could lead a very active and healthy lifestyle. Okay. All right, so far we've had choices between two positive options. Now I have a choice for you between two negative options. Okay? So, would you rather forget who you are or forget who everyone else around you is?
I would rather forget who everyone else around me
Okay, why?
because I I can know who they really are after I forget,
Hmm.
and if I forget who I am, there's something that I don't tell other people, so I wouldn't never know about that.
Ah, okay, so you're saying with other people, you would learn it again, right? They would tell you who,
Yes.
but if it was you, you wouldn't want to ask?
No, there's something that you never tell to someone, and I wouldn't remember.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
I can't.
All right, so you're saying it's better to forget who others around you are. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? Do you feel the same way?
I prefer to forget who I am. Um, Um,
Because?
because I think I can, I might can forget everything bad in my life, but
Okay. You could forget the bad things.
yes,
Okay.
I can forget the bad thing in my life, and but if oh, I don't know, teacher.
Okay, no, that's a good response. So you could, so there would be some benefits, right? If you're having a hard time, you would forget all of that stuff. Okay, fair enough. Any other thoughts?
It's a hard decision.
It is a hard decision.
Yeah. I would rather forget who everyone else around me.
You think?
It's, well, yeah. Because, well, I'm sure that I can take care about myself if I know who I am. So I know what I do. I know how I earn money
Hmm.
and everything else.
Okay.
For the first time, I may feel lonely because I don't know other people around me. But if they are nice to me, then I will accept that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good point. David, what about you?
I would rather forget the people around me because maybe it's like new meet new people.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's you could see it as an opportunity to meet new people. Good.
Yeah.
I think for me, I agree. I would rather forget who I am because I feel like people could always remind me, right? My friends would tell me. They would remind me who I was. And if I forgot everyone, that would be a whole lot more people whose names I would have to relearn. So for me, I think it would be easier. I don't know. Okay. Next question. If you won $1 billion, would you rather keep all of it and share none of it, or give all of it to people who don't have much? So essentially, keep it all or give it all away.
Oh, that's hard.
That is hard, right?
I have the answer. I would keep it all.
You would keep it.
And
And
yes,
what
I
would
would keep it all, and I don't give it to anyone. I just put it in the bank and get the interest.
uh
Yes, and then just donate
And then
donate the interest.
donate to people.
Um, in inter
What's that?
It's either when you put the money in the bank and the bank will give you extra money. What does it call?
Yeah, it's interest.
Yes, I would donate the interest.
Ah, you would get interest. Okay. All right. Good. Fair enough. So you wouldn't actually be giving away your money. You would be giving away that extra money. Okay. Fair enough.
And I would rather keep it all too,
Mhm.
and because I could apply it to something, to a company or something, and
Mhm.
then I could donate to people who don't have much money.
Okay. Would anyone just give it all away?
Well, in our language there is a saying, there is no such a thing as much money, or money can't be much.
It can't
So
be much.
yeah,
Mhm.
it can't be much. So I would just distribute all of this money among my friends, family, and business partners,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
yeah, it will return to me.
Ah, to return to you.
Yeah, sure, it will return
So
at
like you
some
would
time.
give them loans.
Yeah.
Would you charge them interest or no?
Probably.
Probably. Okay, so not as selfless as I thought. Okay. And David, what about you?
Well, of course, I kept.
You would keep it also?
I would keep it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would keep it also. I can't lie about that. It's hard. It would be very hard to say no. Okay. This one I like. I think it's interesting. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout? Do you know what those verbs mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would rather be able to whisper.
Okay. So you want to talk like this always.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I don't like people who always shout.
Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What about the rest of you?
I would rather just be able to whisper,
Okay, so you would.
because
Mhm.
I don't like people who shout, people who speak very loud,
Mhm.
and I would be able to speak just whisper, but I can communicate.
Okay, fair enough. Would anyone prefer to shout?
Well, okay. I would rather be able to shout,
Okay.
because if I don't want to shout, I can just write down.
Okay.
But all the other time when I have to shout, I will. I will do that.
All right. And Poon?
I rather to be able to whisper because I can use a megaphone.
You can use a megaphone.
Yes.
I think that's a really good answer. That's what I would do too, I think. Because I don't like to be very loud, so I think I would rather whisper, but then if I needed it, I could always use a megaphone. Very good. Okay. Next. Would you rather travel to the future and meet your great-grandchildren or travel to the past and meet your ancestors?
I rather travel to the future,
Okay.
because I know how I lived my life,
Yeah, you're curious.
everything that would happen.
Okay, cool. And the others?
Um,
I would rather to travel to the future because I know the past and I would like to know the future.
Okay. You would like to know the future, and you feel like you've maybe heard about what your family was like, you've read history, it's not as interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Would anyone travel to the past?
mm,
Well, that actually depends. Grandchildren. Grandchildren, that means around 30, 50 years, right?
So your
If-
grandchildren are
Yeah.
the children of your grandchildren. So you'll have children, and then you'll have grandchildren, and then
So,
you'll have great grandchildren. So it's
uh,
generations more.
next generation. Okay, so it's about 60, 70 years.
Yeah, it's a lot, or even more. It could be.
Yeah. Future is more interesting.
Yeah,
Then
right.
70 years backward, that's Second World War II. No, not interested.
Yeah, no, I think it's more interesting, right, to see what new things have developed, things like that. Okay, and Poom, what about you?
Hmm, I would rather to travel to the future.
The future
I
also.
just I just just to see um how my life is getting worse or getting better.
Okay, yeah, interesting point. So you want to see the changes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, one last question. Would you rather live in a place where it is summer every day of the year or winter every day of the year?
I'd rather live in a place where it's winter every day of the year.
Really?
Yes,
Wow, okay. Why is
because
that?
I already live in a place where it's like a summer every day of the year.
Okay.
So I'd rather live in some place different.
Okay. So simply to try something new. Good. I think that's
Yes.
a good reason. And the rest of you?
I would rather live in a place where it is summer every day because I could go to the beach every day.
Mm-hmm. You go to the beach, relax, get some sun, go swimming. Absolutely. And Artur and Poom?
Well, I would rather live in a place where it is summer. Yeah, also summer. But temperature should not be that much high, like in there.
Yeah, so summer with the condition, it can't be too hot,
Yeah,
for sure. And Poom?
should be comfortable.
Yeah, it should be comfortable, I agree.
Uh, I want to live in a winter every day. Just only because here where I live is there is no winter here. I think it's just summer all year.
Yeah, because you're from Thailand, right?
Yes, it's just
Yeah.
actually there is a winter here, but it's only a few days
Yeah.
in the November or December.
Yeah, so you want to, so it's kind of like what Rodrigo said, right? To try something new.
Yes.
Okay. For me, it's no question. I would want every day to be summer. I don't like the cold. So I think I would like Thailand. Okay. All right. So we're out of time. Any last minute questions or comments?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
Okay. As always, feel free to send me messages if you think of something, you have a question, a problem, whatever. I'm always available. Thank you all very much for coming and for participating. You've been a great class, and I hope to see you very soon.
okay.
Okay?
Okay, bye bye,
See you
teacher.
soon.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
Bye.
Bye.